Yes, 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 yes. Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Millburn, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somore.org. And the only radio show covering all your news, opinions, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maplewood communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. We have a very, very, very interesting program lined up for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation in the discussion. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as you know how we do it here in the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. And I want to apologize for the late start. You know, sometimes there are technical difficulties that you have no control over. And there was some technical difficulties, and I apologize for the late start. But tonight, before I even get to all the news and the sports covering South Orange and Maplewood, I think this is part of the problem that we have in our communities. And I got to compliment the individuals who started Maplewood Online. They have done an excellent job. And many people in the communities of South Orange and Maplewood go to Maplewood Online in order to get information. But there is a part that really bothers me. And the part is where we have individuals hiding behind pseudonyms and making comments. And I've said this in the past. This happened regarding the school situation where we were talking about levels and the new organization that was formed called the South Orange Maplewood Parent of African Descent. And many individuals on Maplewood Online were basically trashing and criticizing a gentleman who basically decided that he wanted to start this organization so he can bring things to light. You know, I have said this over and over and over again. And Martin Luther King Jr. said it much better than I did. And here is his quote. He stated that our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And he also stated in another quote, never, never be afraid to do what's right, especially if the well-being of a person or animals is at stake. Society's punishment are small compared to the wounds we inflict when we look the other way. Those are quotes by Martin Luther King. So, tonight, I'm going to address an issue that I was part of. I was there firsthand. And it's a posting in Maplewood Online started by, I believe, Talia, posted on June the 15th at approximately 7:10 a.m. And the post was, "Who trashed Memorial Park?" And the post stated that litter all over, plastic cups in the street, chairs in the brook. I picked up what I could, but there is more. Lack of respect for public space that some people take pride in. Okay? Now, firstly, let me give the individuals who put on that first cultural festival a round of applause for the outstanding job that they did with the foresight to bring the first ever cultural festival to South Orange and Maplewood. And it was a wonderful event. And this is what's good about South Orange and Maplewood when we talk about diversity. And you know, I can guarantee you some of these same individuals are some of the same person who are going to jump up and say, oh, I moved to Maplewood because of its diversity. However, they didn't see fit to understand there may have been some things that happened that was out of the control of the organizers of that event. But let me give the organizers of that event a round of applause for the outstanding job that they did with that first cultural festival. Now that we got that out of the way, let me get back to the articles on Maplewood Online. So, Talia started the article, Who Trashed Maplewood? And he or she stated that, I picked up what I could, but there is more. Lack of respect for a public space that some people take pride in. Now, did this individual know if there was any arrangement with the Department of Public Works for them to do anything regarding the street cleaning and so on and so forth before they posted this information? Did they find that information out? You see, this is part of the problem. We have Maplewood Online. We could hide behind these names. No one knows us because the name is just a name. It's not their real name. Now, Max Weisenfeld posted about 14 minutes later, there was a large public event yesterday. Then Tiger Lily posted, I was wondering what that was. Looked like it was a cultural heritage festival. Yes, it was. Then Sarah Zam stated, there are large public events in Memorial Park throughout the spring and summer, and everyone cleans up after themselves. Green Day, Pride Fest, Maplewood Stock, 4th of July, just to name a few. Organizers should be held accountable. Now, Sarah, did you visit the park to know if what Talia said was correct? Or are you just going on what Talia says? Organizers should be held accountable. Held accountable for what? For what? And then LL, this is Maplewood Online at its fullest. And normally, ladies and gentlemen, at 8:15 we go for a break. We're not going to go for a break tonight. We're going to continue until about 8:30, and then we're going to go for a break. And then LL posted, I was just going to post what Sarah said. Clean up after yourself, folks. Well, I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was one of the individuals who was there that was helping with the cleanup at the end of the event. I was there. Then T. John said, Slimpy, last security deposits for public event or tell event planners to plan on paying tongue employees overtime to provide weekend coverage. It really wouldn't be that expensive. And here comes another one, Rags. Rags. The tongue should hold the organization responsible or deny them the right to do it again. Come on. You know, take this, ladies and gentlemen. Take this to these individuals. Now, here is some voice of reason that comes in. If you have a complaint, before going to Maplewood Online to complain and hide behind your name, if you have a complaint, find out who did the event, Okay? Because it appears to me that there are many people with hidden agendas. And when you have hidden agendas, you could always go to Maplewood Online and hide behind that name. Or maybe you can go to soma.org. We also have a message board. And you can hide behind your name there as well. So Maud comes in about an hour later and says, it was sponsored by the CCR, whom we taxpayers subsidize. Why not complain to them directly? And I want to say that if you believe there is a problem and you have to come and do some work, do an investigation. Find out who the organizers are and let them know that, listen, you felt that the park, you may have picked up 2 or 3 cups, and you felt the 2 or 3 cups that left in the park, or not in the park, or on the streets, should not have been there. Okay, fine. Maybe they just missed those cups. Call up the Community Coalition on Race. The number is public. And say to them, guys, I saw 2 or 3 cups in the roadways, and these 2 or 3 cups should not have been in the roadways. I saw 4 pieces of paper, 4 sheets of paper that should not have been there. I saw 1 chair that no one picked up that should not have been there. Fine. And deal with it. Rather than coming to Maplewood Online, right, with the possibility that there was a hidden agenda. Now here's ham and eggs. You like that one, right? Ham and eggs. Ham and eggs. It looks like there was a riot. What a huge mess. And there seems little hope of separating recyclables from trash. Such a waste. Ham and eggs. And this is the part of the problems that we face on a daily basis. If you believe something is wrong, before you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to come here and make individuals look bad. I mean, listen, we got to be honest. And I'm honest. I have been critical of the Community Coalition when I have to. But I got to tell you, that event that they put off last weekend was an outstanding event. A lot of hard work by many different individuals. And all it takes is someone like, with a name like Ham and Eggs and Talia to besmirch the name of individuals who are trying to do the right thing in the community. How about next time in the future, Ham and Eggs and Talia, why don't you guys volunteer and come out and help? Why don't you just do right? Do something right for this community of South Orange and Maplewood, rather than going behind your pseudo names on Maplewood Online and make all these comments. And B's mom, follow up, I mean, they pile on Maplewood Online. It's like, one after the next. One person comments, no one has any facts, and they just continue on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. Take it. Now, here's B's mom. How sad, because it was a fabulous and comparatively under-attended event that seemed less of a mess than other recent ones at the time. Under-attended. What? How did B's mom come to the conclusion that the event was under-attended? Did B's mom check the number of individuals at the event? Did that person take a head count? And it was under-attended. I got to tell you, we broadcast the event live. The South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We broadcast it live. And for the first event, it was a resounding success. And I want to give them another round of applause. And you know something else? I want Mayor Angelo to come and tell these people something. Why don't you guys just do right?
Maybe the hardest part is if you teach, you have to live your teaching. You can't say, you do not as I do, but do as I say. No. You have to say, I'm doing my best to live what I teach. I have a painting by Phoebe of a group that she calls Sister Suki's Funeral. And all the women, there are about 9 women, and they all look like women in my grandmother's prayer meeting group. So whenever I'm obliged to do something, I take that painting and I look at that painting. There's an empty chair. And I think, now what would Grandma do? What would she say? I can almost hear her voice say, now, sister, you know what's right. Just do right. You don't really have to ask anybody. The truth is, right may not be expedient. It may not be profitable, but it will satisfy your soul. It brings you the kind of protection that bodyguards can't give you. Try to be all you can be, to be the best human being you can be. Try to be that in your church, in your temple. Try to be that in your classroom. Do it because it is right to do. You see, people will know you, and they will add their prayers to your life. They'll wish you well. I think if your name is mentioned and people say, oh, hell, oh, damn, I think you're doing something wrong. But if your name is mentioned and people say, oh, she's so sweet, he's so nice, oh, I love, oh, God bless her. There you are. So try to live your life in a way that you will not regret years of useless virtue and inertia and timidity. Take up the battle. Take it up. It's yours. This is your life. This is your world. I'll be leaving it long before you under the ordinary set of circumstances. You make your own choices. You can decide life isn't worth living. And that would be the worst thing you can do. How do you know? So far. Try it. See. So pick it up. Pick up the battle and make it a better world. Just where you are. Yes. And it can be better, and it must be better. But it is up to us.
You see, it's up to us. Try to be the best human being you can be. Just do right. Try to be the best human being you can be. Think about what we have in South Orange and Maplewood. We have a cultural fest, bringing all these different ethnic backgrounds together. True diversity in one location. However, you have a few individuals who, for some reason or the other, it appears to me, to have a hidden agenda. And as I said, hidden agenda, here is Scott Greenstone. Maybe now the tongues will stop giving them our hard-earned money. If they cared as much for the tongues as they say they do, when groveling for our money, they will never leave our parks in that shape. See? So for all the work that the Community Coalition is doing as far as diversity in this town, they should take away that money. Get rid of the Community Coalition on race. They don't serve a purpose. For whatever little may have happened on that day, it's time for you to get rid of them. Take back the money. That's what I'm saying. The hidden agenda. It's a hidden agenda. Because I got to admit, I was once vice chairman of the Community Coalition on Race. And when they do things that I think is not right, if it's not right, I make comments. I comment about it. But that event was an excellent event. It was a great idea, an excellent idea, and a lot of hard work. But before these posters on Maplewood Online get some facts, and then the ones that are following up behind just spewing information or spewing misinformation, get the facts. How about just do right? Just do right. And you know, some people didn't want me to comment on this. But another quote by Martin Luther King: the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. And this is a challenge. Because these individuals just decided that, you know what? If what was done, there were 95% positive that came out of it, we are going to focus on the 5% negative. And they're very good at doing it. Very good. Very good at doing it. And they continue to do it over and over and over and over. And how long are we going to be silent with respect to these individuals? Well, no longer are we going to be silent. Time check. The time is approximately 8:30 p.m. That time check is brought to you by All Star Motors, providing you with services you can trust. They provide you with AIC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sale, authorized police towing, and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771. That's 973-762-8771. More when we come back.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Do you want to advertise in the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience? You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you. This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org to let us know your opinion. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For more, go to showmore.org to participate in the discussion.
I feel so blessed, y'all. This track is incredible. S1, You can feel it. I'm a blessed man. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. Right now, I'm a blessed man. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. No question, I'm a blessed man. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. You can feel it. You can feel it. So much joy. It's like a dream come true, like a sneak preview of the grand finale. I get a taste of heaven, it's like milk and honey. I was blessed with love before I had money. The things I love most, you can't take from me. I hold them close, the most high in my family. I might never get fortune and fame, I'm always gonna say I've been a fortunate man. And when they ask who I am, I will stand up and say I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask where I'm at, it don't matter, I'm with you, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask why, I will point to the sky, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yes, man, I'm a blessed man. We walk through the park holding hands, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm a blessed man. You're so beautiful, the words escape me, like the day I watched you give birth to our baby. You illuminate when I'm in a dark place. Bless my heart with a smile on your face. I'ma say it, my wife is hot, so it don't matter how much ice I got. I put a ring on her finger, leave it at that. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. If it wasn't for God, maybe we never would've met. But he brought us together, so there's no question we're blessed. I don't write many love songs, I'm sorry girl. The truth is I never hear beats worthy of it. But when the glove fits, I let the world know I'm married to an angel and plan to stay faithful. And when they ask who I am, I will stand up and say I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask where I'm at, it don't matter, I'm with you, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask why, I will point to the sky, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yes, man, I'm a blessed man. As I sit back reflecting, it's obvious that my life's been protected. I had friends get murdered, I could've been there. Friends committed suicide, I could've went there. Depression, my life could've ended. I could've took a flight on September 11. Life is fragile, we take it for granted. I'm thankful for the life I was handed. Christ stretched out his arms on the cross, offered me freedom at a tremendous cost. I can't accept the gift without repentance. I talk to God with expectancy. He said, ask for anything in the name of my son. If it's my will, then it will be done. I'm not praying for material possessions. Being close to God is the greatest blessing. And when they ask who I am, I will stand up and say I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask where I'm at, it don't matter, I'm with you, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask why, I will point to the sky, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yes, man, I'm a blessed man. And when they ask who I am, I will stand up and say I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask where I'm at, it don't matter, I'm with you, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. And when they ask why, I will point to the sky, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yeah. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man. Yeah, yes, man, I'm a blessed man. I don't got rims on the car, you know. I don't got a lot of jewelry, you know, but I'm blessed with life. I'm blessed knowing God. I'm blessed with family. Yes, man, I'm a blessed man.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm and the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SoulMore Radio. That's facebook.com/SoulMore Radio. You can tweet us at SoulMore Radio. That's at SoulMore Radio. You can also send us your email at soulmore.org@gmail.com. That's soulmore.org@gmail.com. You can also listen to us on tunein.com. That's tunein.com. When you go to tunein.com, you just type in SoulMore, SOMORE, and our icon will comes up. You click on it, and you can save it to listen to us in the future. You can also call our offices at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. And of course, you hear the tune that I always play when the first song that I play here in the Village of Anselm and the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. It's called I'm a Blessed Man. Because I must tell you, from where I came from to where I am now, it's only with the blessings of the good Lord. So I always play, that's the first song we play right here in the Village of Anselm and the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Now, tonight we're talking about a post on Maplewood Online. And, you know, a lot of us tend to want to ignore things that happens on Maplewood Online because, of course, these individuals are hiding behind these names and they can say what they want, you know, make all these comments, you know, and sometimes it always makes me wonder. There are certain comments that are made and you have to send your kids to the same school that these parents are sending their kids to. Can you imagine what they are telling their kids behind closed doors if these are some of the type of comments that they are making on Maplewood Online behind these pseudo names, these hidden names, and these made-up names? Can you imagine? You know, cream always rises to the top. You can't be making these type of comments here on Maplewood Online and thinking that when that door is closed and you're talking to your kids, some of the same ideas might be reflected in those individuals. Now we have another person by the name of Scott Greenstone. And that person said, I can't say it's a he or a she, I got to say that person. Maybe now the tongue will stop giving them our hard-earned money. Have you ever volunteered for anything that a community coalition have done? Have you ever? And you know what? If there is a few people out there who attended, you know, call and give your feedback. And this is the other thing. Some people are really scared to call. And some people see me after the shows and they say, Anselm, you know, I heard you and that was a great idea and so on and so forth. You got to express your opinions. You can't let a small few control what's going on in our community. You have to stand up and be counted. And that's why we started the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For those people that are voiceless and want to have a voice in their community. So what we should do now, because of what happened on Saturday, we should take away the money from the community coalition. This is Scott Greenstone. Now, Mom's the Word said, what time was the event yesterday? I stopped by there to pay my sewer bill and didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Then Red Batcheter said, so a celebration of our heritage result in waste and disrespect. Is this what our heritage is? You know, and here is some sanity to the discussion. Crazy Quilter. You might have arrived before the cleaning crew. It was a really nice event. I'm sure all events are a mess until they are cleaned up. So all right. So let's say, for example, right? Talia arrives right after the event has ended. Okay? And there is trash on the floor. There's plastic cups, there's chairs, and there's all type of stuff on the floor. Well, Talia and others, don't you expect there to be time? And let me give an example. When they have the Labor Day parade on Eastern Parkway, when the event is completed, the streets are horrible, really bad. I can tell you. There's trash all over. However, 2 hours later, you would not believe that they had a parade on Eastern Parkway. It takes time. It takes time. So I say again, the hidden agendas are problematic. There's a hidden agenda. No doubt about it. There's a hidden agenda. And they just keep piling on. They pile on and on and on. And why is that? Why do they keep piling on? Well, here's what Scott Clark had to say. I guess this person was in the park. In fairness, I think the main culprits for the trash was the boot from Slobovia. 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 That's it. Slobovia. And somebody responded to Red Bachelor. So a celebration of our heritage results in waste and disrespect? Is this what our heritage is? Somebody responded. Rob B responded, welcome to America. We drive on the right and sometimes dump a can of chill over an open bag of Fritos for lunch. Unbelievable. And there's always a sense, I mean, in the discussions, there's always someone who's very sane and trying to bring the conversation in focus. Here's Crazy Quilter again. There was a wristband so kids can do slides and bouncy house over and over. The performers were interesting, and there was a lot of good food and craft. And I tell you, that is absolutely true. I was in the park. We broadcast live the event. As a matter of fact, the first event that was broadcast live from any park in South Orange and Maplewood. And it was a very, very interesting event. A lot of different cultures, a lot of different foods, Ethiopian food, Caribbean food, Thai food, all different types of food. Jewelry, handmade jewelry, plants. I mean, so many wonderful things. And all these individuals saw was the small, if any, negative part of what happened in the park. And now here it escalates. So hear what Clint has to say. I just want to let you, if find your account banned because I reported you to Jamie. There is no room here for anti-Slobovian hate speech, particularly now with what's going on in Milo Schonblot. Increase the peace. So again, people are hiding behind these pseudonames. Well, Mums the Wood didn't know what time it was. And here is Boomy. Let me give Boomy a round of applause here. Take this, Boomy. Boomy said, yes, kind of crappy to use this as a springboard for blasting organizations. But unfortunately, this is what a lot of these individuals here do. And I mean, it's the same people over and over and over. And CTR Zaska, or Sit Zaska said, maybe, but clearly a quite valid springboard for classless slobs that left the litter. However, I'm not going to get into those kind of slander discussions by other people. But this is part of the problem that we have. We all talk diversity, how diverse our community is, how wonderful. I moved to South Orange and Maple because of diversity. But we have to be honest with each other. We have to be honest with each other. And when we hear things, before just jumping and going to the computer and typing, they always tell you, when you type a message on Twitter, before you send it, put it down for 5 minutes and go back and read it again. And they say 95% of the times, you may decide to change quite a few things. And this is what I will encourage some of the people to do. Before you respond to something I may put online, put it down for 5 minutes and come back and read it. And there's a great possibility that you may change what before you send that send button. You may change it. And it's always funny how the conversation starts one way and it heads into a different direction regarding many things. And of course, Boomy said, I really don't like this thread. It veered into ugliness and innuendos early on and continues. And Emmy said, are you surprised? Typical for many Maplewood online threads. And now, I didn't hear any, there wasn't much in here talking about the time that went into putting the event together, all the hard work that had to be done to bring a cultural festival to South Orange and Maplewood. You know, all the people that came out, all the people that volunteered. You know, many of the performers were not paid. You know, many of the people who volunteered were not paid. They volunteered their time, you know, spending almost 10 hours for the day, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, not leaving the park until after 6 p.m. So all we get out of this is the negative. How about some of the positives? Well, I must tell you, I went and I had me some Thai iced tea. Boy, that was the best Thai iced tea I ever had. I had me some vegetable spring roll. Boy, that was the best vegetable spring roll I've ever had. We went around and we interviewed many of the vendors, and a lot of the vendors were happy with the first turnout of this cultural festival. There was the Chinese high school from Livingston. There was the step group from Columbia High School. There was the Umoja dance group that really did an excellent job. There was the Indian dancers that danced outstanding. There were so many positive. But I can tell you, only a few of these individuals here attended the event to really find out the positive part of the event and bring in true diversity to South Orange and Maplewood. And TO21 says, I mean that everyone gets assigned to take care of some aspect of the event, and no one gets assigned to clean up duty, or whoever gets assigned didn't take their responsibility seriously. I wouldn't blame a whole group of people without knowing the situation. I would say that my family loved the event, and I was saddened there weren't more people there. I'm surprised by the vitriol, actually. The lack of true integration in our community have often made us question whether we should stay or not. No, here the person, that's the point. True integration in our community has often made us question whether we should stay or not. You know, and these are some of the things, ladies and gentlemen. We have to ask these questions over and over. And there was a lot of people who may not have known that the event was there. Well, if some of these same people who are posting on the message board would have actually looked on Maplewood Online, or even if you don't know about SOMO, even if you go to SOMO, you would have heard us advertising this event for almost nearly close to 3 weeks. So, at the end of the day, there are many things that we do in this community, many things that different individuals try in this community. And when we do good things in the community, we always try to bash those individuals or find something negative rather than looking at all the positive. And hey, listen, that's humans. That's the way humans operate. That event could have been the best event. There could have been 5,000 people at that event. There could have been 100 vendors. The park could have been cleaned up 99.9%. There was no trash anywhere. However, in the corner somewhere, there was 2 black bags that were left, and some dogs came by and tore the trash bag apart and took all the stuff out of the trash bag and left it all on the ground all over. You know what would have happened? Some people passing by would say, whoa, they left those trash bags there and they didn't pick up that garbage on the floor. How could they do that? That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So I guess TO21 was actually at the event. And TO21 said, I spent some time trying to sort through comments to get some history, but it's difficult to get past the gab and get to the meat. If folks think their goals are worthwhile, but they ain't doing a good job of meeting them, why not get involved? There you go. There you go. Of course, Tio, you deserve a round of applause. Don't hide behind your names. Get involved. Some of what I saw implies that some people in the town believe in the idea of color blindness, which I don't believe is the right idea, but will explain a number of people simply disagreeing with the premise. Obviously, there's a lot of history I simply don't know, and I don't yet have a child in the school. Honestly though, the first time I said I didn't see info about an event and was pointed to Maplewood Online, I made a point of checking to see if there were things coming up. I encourage everyone to do so you don't miss things that might interest you. My kids absolutely love the hula dancers. Yeah, it was hula dancers too. And I'm sure if Talia and Scott Greenstone and many of the others had gone, they would have loved the hula dancers as well. I know that. They would have loved the hula dancers. As a matter of fact, they might have been trying to do that dance themselves. It would have been really nice. You guys would have enjoyed it. You know, you would have learned something new. You would have got a different aspect of things, learn a different culture. Now back to Scott Greenstone again. And the turn that this conversation takes, ladies and gentlemen, it's so unbelievable. So Scott Greenstone said, Theo, this organization that is about racial equality has called people racist for disagreeing with them. When there was a racial-related event at one of our schools, they ignored it. They lied to our governing bodies to get money. They add no value that is required to be funded by taxpayers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can you say? What can you say? Time check. The time is approximately 9 p.m. That time check is brought to you by Semper Alexander Computer Consultants, where they implement cost-effective solutions to fulfill your business need. Semper Alexander for all your computer needs. You can call them at 973-763-2011. That's 973-763-2011. More when we come back.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
For community news, sports, and opinions, call us at 973-327-3626 or log on to SoMore.org. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For more, go to SoMore.org to participate in the discussion.
Hello, my friend. It may seem a little strange to have a bear talking to you, but as you well know, these are strange times and tough times, and someone who cares about you wanted me to remind you to hang on, hang in, and have hope. Tough times don't require you to be tough on yourself, and things don't have to be good for you to be great. Have hope. Sometimes having less in life can be worth more. Be proud of who you are. Have hope. Greatness isn't ahead of you, but within you. Don't confuse what you have with who you are, and don't let the past kidnap your future. Have hope. At the end of the day, hope for the best. Make peace with the rest. Leave your fears behind and put your faith in charge. Peace.
Someone who cares very much for you wants you to feel better. So I'm sending you some bear hugs and some things to remember that don't need an envelope or postage, because I'm sending them heart to heart. I'm sending you tons of hugs because hugs never weigh you down. They lift you up. I'm sending you an invitation to see yourself feeling better. I want you to see the best in you because that's the only picture I want to have of you. I'm sending you smiles over miles because smiles bring us closer and remind you that I'm never, never very far away. I'm sending you a promise that even when you're feeling lonely, you are not alone. A hug is the best way to embrace life, so I'm sending you a big bear hug. Now take a deep breath and feel better, because I feel better when you do. Peace and blessings. Noah.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. And tonight, we are addressing a post in Maplewood Online titled, "Who Trashed Maplewood Park?" by Talia. You know, that's one of those pseudo names, you know, with these people hiding behind these names and making these scurrilous comments and attacking people left and right because they don't have anyone to answer to, because it's not their real name, but they can hide and make all these type of comments. You know. Now, Gonets, Gonets, had this to say. And this is on June the 16th. I got to say, I walked through Memorial Park yesterday morning just before 10, expecting to be pissed at the sight of litter strewn everywhere. Instead, I saw a stack of garbage bags awaiting pickup on the side of the hill. Did I miss something? Maybe people came by early Sunday morning to pick up. All things considered, it looked like the park was left in good shape. Gonets, take a round of applause. Maybe you know what? Maybe you missed something. Maybe Gonets missed something. Maybe you missed that cup was behind the library, under the table, in the back of the library. I think you may have missed that cup. You think you missed that cup? Or you could have missed that napkin that was behind, that was in the river. You missed that. Maybe you missed that one. But it doesn't matter. So, and here's the question. Someone said there was a chair in the brook. So, let me ask the question. Did one of the organizers decided that they were going to take a chair, since they no longer need the chair, but they were going to throw the chair in the brook? One of the organizers did that. Do you know if the chair was in the brook on the day of the event, or if someone came the day after and threw the chair in the brook? Did you know if someone decided that, okay, I want to make this organization look bad, so I'm going to take a chair and I'm going to throw it into the brook, and I'm going to come to Maplewood Online, I'm going to complain about the chair that's in the brook? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. We are trying to do things, the right things in this community. We want South Orange and Maplewood to be an example for many of those other communities across the country. We want this to be an example. These kind of scurrilous comments and hidden agendas gets us nowhere. Where does it get us? I mean, all these people who are walking through the park are saying that there was nothing at certain times. Oh, look, right after the event was completed, I am sure there were cups in certain places. There may have been some garbage left in certain places. But I am sure that there were people with responsibilities to clean that up. If you had gone 2 days later and you still see the garbage there, that was problematic. It's problematic. But why do we always have to take these little things and try to make it into a big issue? And you see, we got to understand the big issue here, as far as I can see it, some people have the hidden agenda that they don't want the Community Coalition to be funded by the tongues. And they will use anything at all, in order for them to get that accomplished. They don't care the work that the Community Coalition is doing. They don't care that, listen, they're trying to bring diversity or bring more diversity to South Orange and Maplewood. How many of the vendors said how wonderful the event was, that they can't wait to look forward to next year. And the thing about it, other people are complaining about how much people was there. It was the first event. It was the first event. Think about it. The World Cup is going on now. When they first started the World Cup, was the stadium packed to capacity? Was the first game had 75,000 people in the stands? Was there 75,000 people in the stands? Think about it. And we can go on and on and on and on and on. But people, especially on Maplewood Online, they have to start holding themselves accountable. And it always veers off into something totally different than what started. But the park was cleaned up. The park was cleaned up. And that's the most important thing. So at the end of the day, we can jump high, jump low. We ought to see the benefits of the event. For all the different cultures coming together to put on that event. For all the volunteers that took time off to make the event a success. And for all the Monday morning quarterbacks of the cultural festival, or the Sunday morning quarterbacks, because the event was Saturday, and the Sunday morning quarterbacks with all these comments, maybe what they need to do is to get involved next year. And get involved, and what you do is get on the crew to clean up the event, not after, but during the event. And then we all can make it a better place. We all can make Memorial Park a cleaner place even as soon as the event is done. Make a difference. If you want to make a difference, be part of the process. It's easy to sit on the sidelines and be a Sunday morning quarterback and be critical of those who work very hard to make something a success. And due to small, infinite things that happen, you want to be critical. Got to get involved. You know, there's a quote that says your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Be responsible. And said, next year, I'm going to volunteer. Because I want to make this festival, because I believe in diversity. I believe in diversity. And since I believe in diversity, the cultural festival is a good thing for South Orange and Maplewood. So I'm going to volunteer. So if there is anything going wrong, if I'm an environmentalist, and I want to make sure the park is left in an excellent condition, I'm going to volunteer to help out. So the small things, we can take care of. Just volunteer. And I'm sure, Talia and Scott Greenstone and all the others, I'm sure they'll welcome you with open arms. They're not going to be upset if you come and volunteer to help to make a difference. They're not. So next year, just volunteer. Before the night is done, I'm going to give you the Community Coalition number. You can start right tonight. Call them and volunteer. Tell them you want to volunteer for the Cultural Festival next year. So you can make a difference. And then you can come back to Maplewood Online and say, you know what? We cleaned up the park. We made a difference in South Orange and Maplewood. We made a difference in our community. We are not just living here, but we are also supporting the things happening in our communities. We believe in true diversity. We are going out there and help out with the Cultural Festival. Time check. The time is approximately 9:15 p.m. That time check was brought to you by Nokia Home Improvements. For all your general construction and remodeling job, Nokia Home Improvements. No job is too small. You can call them at 973-592-8493. That's 973-592-8493. We will be right back after this short break.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Traveler, experts at cruises that do not require a U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Someone who cares very much about you is amazed that you may not know how amazing you are. Of all the things you can make in life, remember you make a difference because you matter. You are the hero in your story. And if you want to know what life's for, it's for you because you matter. The road ahead is always under construction. Follow your dreams. They know the way, and you will find your way because you matter. Be okay with who you are because sometimes just doing okay is okay because you matter. Now give yourself a hug and another one and relax. And by the way, when you go to bed at night, also put your doubts to rest. That you matter is God's blessing. Peace and blessings. Someone once asked me if I pray because it makes sense, and I said, no, I don't pray because it makes sense. I pray because my life doesn't make sense without prayer. I pray to raise myself up and to keep going when I can't even seem to get going. In the middle of life's struggles, there inevitably comes a time in each of our lives when we collapse on the trail or in an office or even stuck in traffic. And prayer, I have found, is a path where there is none. Tears falling long enough can scar rocks, but tears falling on our cheeks can also cause us to bloom. And the wind in your face just might be God blowing you kisses. Your life is a gift. Prayer is a thank you note. So put your faith and not your fears in charge, and may you never forget that God is never so with you as when you feel alone. Peace and blessings, Noah.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. Don't forget you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SoMore Radio. That's facebook.com/SoMore Radio. You can also tweet us at SoMore Radio. That's at SoMore Radio. And of course, we always give you the SoMore quote of the day. You can send your quotes to somore.org at gmail.com, and we read the best quote right here on air in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. And here's the SoMore quote of the day. Someone else doesn't have to be wrong for you to be right. Someone else doesn't have to be wrong for you to be right. And that is the SoMore quote of the day. And here is another quote that I want to mention. It's a quote by Audre Lorde. It is not our differences that divide us. It's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Let me repeat that. It is not our differences that divide us. It's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. And what I saw on Saturday is a celebration of differences. There was someone had an excellent idea to celebrate our cultural differences. And it came in all different forms. And it's something that's important to our communities of South Orange and Maplewood. Let's celebrate those differences. And that's what the idea behind a cultural festival in South Orange and Maplewood. Celebrating our differences. And I got to tell you, for being at the festival and seeing all the things that happen, I must, before I go tonight, give the person in charge, Barbara, for all the hard work and dedication that she put in, and all the others to make this a success. You guys did an outstanding job. And you know, sometimes what we could do, we could ignore the few, the small few on Maplewood Online who may want to look at the negative aspects. But all I would say to them is there is a book by Norman Vincent Peale called The Power of Positive Thinking. You know, I will get a copy of that book. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. And if that book is not good enough, you could get the book, The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz. And I'm sure if after you read those books, and let me say, just in case you decide that, you know what, you don't want to read those books, there's audio of those books. You can get the audio book so you can listen to it while you're in your car, driving to a location, driving to different locations, driving your kids to sports, you know, going to different places. Maybe you have to drive to work. Maybe you have to get on the parkway, you have to get on the turnpike, or maybe you have to take the Midtown Express into New York. You can put it on your phone, your iPhone, your iPod, your smartphone, your Android. Put it on your listen to those two audios. And I guarantee you that you're going to start to see things a little differently. And you're going to focus on the good things that's being done rather than focus on the small few negative things that people may not have control over. Because, you know, I mean, we are humans. And let's be honest. Humans will see 99% positive, and they will only focus on the 1% negative. Because we are human. We are humans. That's our tendencies. We want to hit people over the head, bash them over the head. You did a very good job. You know, it's like a student in class who gets a 98 on a test, and they go to the professor and they say, "Professor, where did I go wrong? Why did you take away the 2 points from my grade?" You know, they're not focusing on the 98. They're focusing on the 2 points. And we have a tendency to do that. And sometimes, unfortunately, on Maplewood Online, there is the few that are positive, and there is the 99% that's negative. It's the other side around there. It's the other side. And every once in a while, I do pick up the mantle with respect to Maplewood Online. Every once in a while, I got to do it. Because I keep telling you the quote, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter, by Martin Luther King. Yes? Can't be silent. Mahatma Gandhi said, silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. Mahatma Gandhi said that. So, to conclude, many people may have saw a minute part of what happened and didn't give the individuals the time in order for them to do what they had to do, and didn't have the opportunity to go into the park and see what actually happened on that day, to see the events, to partake in the different type of foods, the different type of artifacts, jewelry. I mean, people were there who had written books. I mean, even Words Bookstore from Maplewood was there. There was another young lady named Dee Sterling. She wrote a children's book. She was there. We could have learned so many. The Ethiopian food with the spongy bread. Everybody talked about the spongy bread. I mean, even I talked about the spongy bread. And they're all different types. The jerk chicken from the girl there on Springfield Avenue. And they did give me some complimentary lemonade, which was excellent, I must tell you. The Pimento Grill on Springfield Avenue. Yeah, the lemonade was excellent. So there was a diverse vendors in the park bringing out the community of South Orange and Maplewood. And I guarantee you, next year is going to be even better. And those individuals who were concerned about the park, I guarantee you they're going to volunteer next year. They're going to be in the cleanup crew, and they're going to make sure the park is cleaned up, because these events are the type of events that brings true diversity to South Orange and Maplewood. We're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome, and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Traveler, experts at cruises that do not require U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Do you want to advertise in the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience? You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. For more, go to SoMore.org to participate in the discussion.
Someone who cares very much for you wants you to feel better. So I'm sending you some bear hugs and some things to remember that don't need an envelope or postage because I'm sending them heart to heart. I'm sending you tons of hugs because hugs never weigh you down. They lift you up. I'm sending you an invitation to see yourself feeling better. I want you to see the best in you because that's the only picture I want to have of you. I'm sending you smiles over miles because smiles bring us closer and remind you that I'm never, never very far away. I'm sending you a promise that even when you're feeling lonely, you are not alone. A hug is the best way to embrace life, so I'm sending you a big bear hug. Now take a deep breath and feel better, because I feel better when you do. Peace and blessings.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. I'd just like to acknowledge all the the feedback I'm getting on Facebook. Thank you all for all the feedback I'm getting on Facebook. Thank you so very kindly. Time check. The time is approximately 9:35 p.m. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall says that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. And I always give you this song before I go. See you. Same so more time, same so more channel. And don't forget, we are on every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And we want you to join us. Keep joining us every Monday through Friday. And I always give you this song before I go. Later.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So we're giving thanks to the Most High for all of His blessings, His guidance. Oh Lord, how great thou art thee. Thank you for blessing me. Transpose all my energy, yeah, and molded talents in me. Now those on my head, I appreciate your gratitude, endurance and faith. They stand in the line, want to intertwine, devour my body, soul and mind. But my will is strong, they can't throw me down. With your guidance I will carry on. Oh Lord, every day I'm going to sing this song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you Lord for what you've done for me, yeah. Thank you Lord for every little thing, yeah. Thank you Lord for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. And through the river walls, I will walk with you beside me, beyond harm, cause you can find me, yeah. And when their kingdom falls, you'll console me from my distress. In your warmth of grace I will rest, yeah. No one's already can remove me from your bubble. They will perish in their rubble, yeah. again. And if that falls falls, oh Lord, I will be lifted up to you, Lord, and singing, thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Hey. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. And so I sing again, thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Hey. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. Thank you for giving them love. Thank you for giving me love. Thank you for keeping my faith. Thank you for my faith. Thank you